Hey guys, Dr. J here. I wanted to welcome you to day one of your ab challenge. I'm sure some of you guys are already posting your accountability posts, and you guys are starting to realize what this is all about. Nobody's going to care if you don't post. You're holding yourself accountable. So you set your goal with how you're going to show up, and there is no excuse is a good excuse. So commit to yourself, and that's how you're going to succeed. Wanted to give you guys a little bit of a brief background of why I started doing this and why I became a coach. I was doing these P90X, Insanity, all these Beachbody home-based workouts last year, and I was also taking Shakeology, which is the complete nutrition. I went from doubter to believer to leader. So I kind of really went the gamut of everything. I think what you'll find is when people start with a higher education, we think we know everything, and so we just doubt everything naturally. And that's kind of what happened with me. Initially, I really didn't want the home-based programs to work, and I was so surprised that the support and the motivation really did work. I wanted to get 25% off my products. So when my friend said, listen, you get your programs and your Shakeology every month anyway, why not get 25% off? And you don't even have to be a rep or a coach or anything, just sign up for the discount. So that's what happened with me. And then initially, of course, I got interested, and I'm like, wow, this is a bigger picture. And the long and the short of it is, my mission in life as a pediatric dentist is literally right in line with what I do as a Beachbody coach, and that's to inspire happiness in adults and children through mind-body movement principles. And that's what I do in my pediatric practice, but my target population is too small. What Beachbody lets me do is it lets me reach out to everybody, and even Beachbody, I think, is just kind of like a stepping stone for me or for you. I think that you can really expand your potential. Really, the sky's the limit. And so what I saw in it was the fact that I do certain things that I didn't do before, and so now I'm a lot happier. And how did it work? Well, after I got through the doubting phase of this couldn't work and this, I just don't buy into it, I had to say to myself, the bottom line is I'm happy now. And I was kind of faking it before, and then I was faking it till you make it, and then all of a sudden you made it. And that's really what I like to try and teach you guys, is that when you open your mind up to thinking big, you can actually expand your horizons beyond your wildest dreams. And the structure is for Beachbody. This is an ab challenge where this is a free challenge. So it's basically to get you guys acclimated to what a support group is. It's the fourth part of the four disciplines that I teach, which is diet, fitness, nutrition, and personal development. The first three, that's Beachbody structure. That's why I use Beachbody. I use it for their structure because I don't have to think about it anymore. I did months and months and months of trying to do my own thing there, and I keep forgetting that Beachbody has a proven structure. Their diet plan is real easy because every, Brooke and myself have clean eating principles. However, each workout program that you have has a nutrition plan, and so that's been proven. So whether you use a meal planner on the website or you use a nutrition guide with your fitness program, that's one aspect. So the next part is diet and fitness. Fitness is basically keeping it variable, but also using home-based workouts to give you that structure, to hold you accountable. And also it works all your body parts and gives you interval training like no other. I know physically I definitely reached the next level for the first time in my life, really, from moving away from the gym all the time, and now it's almost like intuitive working out, and that's what these home-based workouts give you. They're all fun. They're not meant to replace everything, but they're meant so that you can incorporate it and actually create some structure in your exercise. You must exercise. It's an antidepressant that is like no other, and there is no substitute. And the excuse of, I don't have time or I have injuries or limitations, I don't want to hear it because I've seen people in wheelchairs with no legs move around. You can always modify. The answer is if you say in your mind you can do it, you can do it. Last is nutrition. I've heard a lot of people say, for instance, for Beachbody, it's Shakeology. So you'll have people all the time that'll doubt it and say, is this better? Is that better? I like Body by V. I like Isogenics. Listen, they're all probably good. I just know Shakeology because that's what Beachbody, that's what they promote. And I know exactly what the ingredients are and what they do. And it makes sense. It's got a detoxifying effect. It's got your probiotics. It's got your fiber, your protein, so it regulates your blood sugar levels. Is it a magic shake? Absolutely not. But what does it do? It gives you easy structure. If you're going to change something in your life, you have to make it easy. I'll have people every day that'll say to me, well, I'm doing really well here and this and that, but I just, I just don't like the shakes, or I can't really, it's really hard for me to afford it. Listen, if you want it bad enough, then have it replace lunch, okay? So Shakeology is $4 a shake, and a lot of people use it as a meal replacement. So use it as a meal replacement. If you want to do it, then you make a way for it to happen. So in the action of one shake once a day, at least I know that you're getting complete nutrition. At least you know that you're getting complete nutrition. Then when you incorporate that with proper eating and exercising at some point during the day, is that all the answer? No. And that's why not everybody succeeds, because the fourth is the step that everybody overlooks, and that's personal development. That's what I'm here for. That's why you guys read my posts every day. That's why I teach people that when they start getting on board, that it's the reading aspect of it, it's the listening, it's the growing. That's actually what takes you to the next level. So I'm going to close with this, and this is probably the biggest reason of why I really started kind of moving up and up and up in terms of coaching. I realized that when I was a challenger, I was improving. I was improving in my head, I was improving physically, I was feeling great, I was moving on to the next challenge. And I was doing the 3 disciplines, diet, fitness, nutrition, and personal development, slowly. But I was looking out into the future, and I said, well, in the long run, what is going to constantly keep me accountable? And how am I going to keep getting better every day? I have to share it with other people. Now, what's going to make it worth it for me and for other people to share it with other people? You have to incentivize them. And so that's where, at least for right now, that's why I use Beachbody's structure, because their compensation plan is like no other. The more people you help, the more money you make. And on top of it, you end up getting your products for free. So that's not meant to be a sales pitch. It's meant to say that I don't know one person that has just stayed a challenger and has reached their full potential. If you want to reach your full potential, you have to make a commitment to yourself that you have to share this belief with other people. And if you're not there and you don't believe it, you don't feel like diet, fitness, nutrition, and personal development is the answer, then obviously you're not ready. But if you are, and you feel like that is that inspiring, that kind of happiness, that you feel like that is the way to make a better, more complete you for you and your family, then you have to, and I don't say maybe, you have to share that with other people. And it is just human nature that there has to be incentives, whether it's mental, whether it's financial, whatever. So how are you going to reach out to other people? You have to be a product of the product. So it's one of those things that as you're growing, then other people are coming to you, and it's kind of like a windfall effect. Whether you're unemployed, whether you have another job, whether you're a dentist, I know there's a lot of dentists on this call, is that it has nothing to do with what you do for a living. This is your life passion, and I really feel like everybody should make it as such. So I'll kind of leave it at that, and I'd be happy to talk to more of you guys about exactly what it is that we do with these challenges. These free challenges are meant to get you in the door and to have you understand exactly that these are about support and motivation, but that the actual exercise is not the answer. The only thing that is the answer, if you notice what we did when we created these 30 days, is the fact that it's the theory that small, seemingly inconsequential steps over the course of a time can make a habit. So if you look at day 30 right now, you're probably thinking, there's no way I could do that many. And you'll see. If you show up every day, you'll see that you will be able to. That's the point. It's not the exercise, it's the structure. And that's what we teach, and that's what we teach other people to share with other people. So have a good one, guys. See you later. Bye.